Page 538 to 539. Rape laws are now also applied to men who rape men and to women who coerce men into sexual activity or assist men in raping other women. Forcible rape is a form of sexual assault. Incidents of rape. The numbers of women who have been raped are both inconsistent and staggering. First, the inconsistency. The FBI reported that 84,767 forcible rapes occurred in 2011. However, the FBI tracked only those rapes that were reported to authorities. The National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Surveys, the NISVS, administered by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, is a continuing telephone survey of a nationally representative sample of some 16,500 adults. The CDC defined rape as completed forced penetration. Forced penetration facilitated by the alcohol or other substances, or attempted forced penetration. According to the results, 1% of the women surveyed reported being raped in the past year. The figure suggests that 1.3 million U.S. women are victimized by rape or attempted rape each year. And when we ask about lifetime incidents of sexual assault, nearly 1 woman in 5 report being raped. 1 in 5. Christina, can you believe that? Can you believe that, Christina? The same report found that about 1 man in 71... Perdón, no quise como, pues, no sé, ser tan como... Espérame, Cristina, estoy leyendo. Cristina, párale. Cristina, sé buena niña, ¿ok? Diosito te está viendo todos los tiempos. Y si tú haces cosas así, te van a... Al rato algo malo te va a pasar a ti. Porque como tú tratas a la otra gente, así te tratan a ti. ¿Ok? Lo que tú das al universo se regresa en ti. Párale, Cristina, por favor. The CDC defined rape as completed forced penetration facilitated by alcohol or other substances. And when we ask about lifetime incidents of sexual assault, nearly 1 woman in 5 reports being raped. The same report found that about 1 man in 71 had been a rape victim at some time in his life, many earlier than the age of 11. Figure 18.1 shows the age of rape victims in the survey. 2 out of 3 female rape victims are between the ages of 11 and 24. How can we explain the discrepancy between the FBI's report and the CDC? The fact of the matter is that the vast majority of rapes that occur in the U.S. go unreported. Truth or fiction revisited. This means that 2 women in the United States are raped every minute on the average. That's so sad. That is so sad. Why do most rape victims not report the assault to authorities? Many women choose not to report assault because of the concern that they will be humiliated by the criminal justice system. Others fear reprisal from their families or the rapist. Some simply assume that the offender will not be apprehended or prosecuted. Because Mexican-American women live in a culture in which women are often expected to suffer in silence, they are even more likely to remain quiet about rape and sexual abuse than European-American women. And as we see in the nearby diversity feature, women in traditional Islamic countries such as Pakistan are even more reluctant to report being raped. There are other reasons that women do not report rape to authorities. Some women mistakenly believe that coercive sex is rape only when the rapist is a stranger. Some other women mistakenly assume that only forced vaginal penetration by the penis is defined as rape. But most states define rape more broadly, also considering non-consensual anal and oral penetration by the penis or a finger or by a foreign object to be rape, and some count attempted rapes as rape. The survey also asked respondents about violence by intimate partners. As you see in figure 18.2, nearly 1 woman in 4 and 1 man in 7 have experienced severe physical violence at the hands of an intimate partner. Sexual assault, any sexual activity that involves the use of force or threat of force. And then this figure, age at time of first completed rape victimization. More than 3/4 of female victims of completed rape, 79.6%, were first raped before their 25th birthday, with 42.2% experiencing their first completed rape before the age of 18, 29.9% between 11 to 17 years old, and 12.3% at or before age 10. More than 1/4 of male victims of completed rape, 27.8%, were first raped when they were 10 years old or younger. And this is what the graph looks like. The data, there we are. Okay. A world of diversity. Pakistan's war of terror on rape victims. Pakistan's Hudud ordinances make no distinction between rape and adultery and have created a war of terror against women. Particularly when there are few witnesses, a rape victim often ends up in prison when she admits to illicit intercourse or zina, whether forced or not. Zina is male-female sexual intercourse between an unmarried couple. The law allows men or women who are found guilty of zina to be subjected to had, which is carried out in the form of public stoning to death if the perpetrator is a Muslim. If the perpetrator is not a Muslim, then the perpetrator of zina can be given a public flogging of 100 lashes. A report published by the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan, HRCP, stated that of the 6,000 women and children being held in prison in Pakistan, 80% were imprisoned because of the Hudud ordinances. The sin of rape is regarded as zina bil jabr, and the sentence is the same, except that a non-Muslim can be sentenced to death as well as receiving 100 lashes. If a perpetrator or victim of zina bil jabr is a minor, the person can be given a sentence of 5 years. Of 5 years. along with 30 lashes and a fine. A man can be found guilty of rape only if he makes a confession or if at least 4 Muslim adult male eyewitnesses held to be in good religious standing by the court. See, 5. A man can be found guilty of rape only if he makes a confession or if at least 4 Muslim adult male eyewitnesses held to be in good religious standing by the court provide testimony against him. Testimony by women, including the victim, is not admissible. Thus, if a woman reports a rape, she is therefore confessing to zina and is liable to stoning. Fortunately, nobody has thus far been stoned to death under these rulings. The sentence of stoning to death has been given out. But so far, appeals to superior courts have reversed them. The HRCP states that the fear of stoning prevents women from reporting rape. For example, 5 women from Lakango were gang raped. They withdrew their accusations when threatened with being charged with Hudud. A woman called Majida Mujid was kidnapped by For example, 5 women were Lakango were gang raped. They withdrew their accusations when threatened with being charged with Hudud. A woman called Majida Mujid was kidnapped by a gang of men. Oh my God. Por favor, ¿puedes respetar mi espacio? Perdón, sí. Perdón. The HRCP states that the fear of stoning prevents women from reporting rape. For example, 5 women from Lakarna were gang raped. They withdrew their accusations when threatened with being charged with Hudud. A woman called Majida Mujid was kidnapped by a gang of men and repeatedly raped over 2 months. When she went to the police, she was imprisoned and her rapists were set free. Wow, that is so unfair. HRCP states that the way most Hudud trials work, it is assumed that women are guilty until proven innocent. Figure 18.2, violence by an intimate. No. Figure 18.2, violence by an intimate partner. About 1 in 4 women, 24.3%, and 1 in 7 men, 13.8%, have experienced severe physical violence by an intimate partner hit with a fist or something hard, beaten, slammed against something at some point in their lifetime. Types of rape is up next. Thanks for watching.